Hey, what's up everybody? This is Dumpster Cat. Welcome back to another BGX video. And this one we're going to be running back largely the same list from last week. However, I made a couple changes, a couple of very small changes. I took out the basic forest and added a basic swamp in its place. In a deck like this that plays both Scavenging Ooze and Invoke Despair, there is some, fair amount of contention between whether or not you want to focus more on your black mana or your green mana. I also want to be playing Field of Ruin, so there's that as well. However, I think the black mana is just a bit more important. We do have a lot of green sources, so I'm not too worried about not hitting enough green sources for Scavenging Ooze. And Invoke, you can make the argument that Invoke is a bit more mana intensive, I guess color intensive than Scooze would be. So, for those reasons I took out the forest and added in this swamp. The other change I made was taking out the Noxious Grasp from the sideboard and adding in a Collective Brutality. This is definitely an old one, used to be very popular in Modern, and I guess early on in the stages of Pioneers format, but doesn't really see too much play nowadays. I wanted to try it out though. I think that one of our weakest matchups, I would say, is any type of Spirits variant. This one is going to come in against mainly blue-white and just mono-blue, but can come again in against Bant as well if we see it, but it's probably just going to be Azorius, honestly. And so I thought this, has some versatility in killing a spirit, looking at the opponent's hand for any type of permission spell, protection spell, whatnot, and gaining life could be very relevant as well, and, could just be a random card that we want to bring in against control, against any type of creature deck. There's been a lot of mono red or green red strategies that use either Atraxa's Command or Obosh. So aggro is definitely still on the rise, and obviously this is good against mono white as well. So I think I like having access to it as just the 15th sideboard card. Other than that though, I've been really liking this sideboard. I think Liliana is really good. Honestly, I've been wanting to add just the 4th one to the main deck in place of, say, a 3rd Invoke Despair or the 3rd Chariot. Just to have a really nice, powerful range of 3 drops. But just going to keep it in the side for now. Love the 3 Duresses, love the 3 Terror Sunders. I think Necromancer is really good as well. We saw it against Lotus Field and Creativity last league. So yeah, pretty happy with this deck. We went 3-2 last league, so hopefully we could get that same result or even better. Yeah, thank you so much to all the patrons, all of the support on the videos. It means a lot to me. We're slowly growing, so it means a lot to me for all the support you guys have shown. And let's try to further the BGX archetype. See you guys for the matches. All right, here we are for round number 1. We are lucky enough to be on the play with a decent hand. Going to be keeping this one. Yeah, like I've been saying, been loving Liliana. Glissa has been really good. I love the one of Tireless Tracker as well. It's nice to see that, the traditional cards that are traditionally good in a mid-range sense, like Liliana of the Veil, like Tireless Tracker, I guess even Shieldred to an extent, are, seeing play, and at least in my case, right, I'm playing them to some decent success, right? Which feels good. And like I said in the intro, Liliana has been really good for me to the extent that I may want to just have the 4th one main deck. So yeah, we'll see. It could be really cool to play 4 Liliana, 3 Glissa, and a tracker, for our 3 drops. I think that could be really interesting. But we'll have to see. The opponent will look into 5. Ooh. So this could be mono green. I think it's a little more likely to be vehicles. Either way, hard matchup for sure. Would have liked to have turn 1 removal against the elf, obviously, but that's alright. Interesting, so it does seem like just mono green. I've seen mono green stompy variants recently, so it could be something like that or just devotion. However, I think we have a pretty easy Liliana Edict. They can't activate their lair, or else it just becomes a 0/0 and dies. So yeah, let's do that. Could have ran out Chariot, but I think especially with being on them being on the mulligan to 5, I think it makes the most sense to just Edict there. Okay, and it feels good that they don't really have anything else, at least currently. Gonna be remembering my Scrap Gorger triggers this time. Another Liliana, okay. Let's start by plussing. I think I'll plus away just the second Kalissa. I think the second Liliana is a teeny bit more valuable, but it's pretty close. Just them not having removal, assumingly, makes me just want to, I think just having one Glissa is fine in that sense. Okay, discards a Cavalier, so it could maybe like expect a Karn next turn. Do I just want to use my mana efficiently this turn and play Chariot, or just go for Glissa? They could have like an Old Growth Troll as well. I don't know, I think it's probably just pretty intuitive to go for the Chariot here, use my mana. Glissa was definitely not like a bad play either. Glissa, then Trophy, their next threat. Attack, you know, could definitely be a good line, but I think definitely being able to like crew the Chariot with a Glissa next turn is pretty attractive to me, so I don't mind just doing this. Okay, and they concede. So yeah, I'm looking to 5 a little tough there with our disruption as well. Let's kind of seal the deal. So just mono green, straight up mono green. We do not have extinction events. We do not have Misery Shadow, so the matchup could be a teeny bit difficult. However, we do have the Scoozes, which are, you know, great. Same thing with Invoke Despair. In the past, I've liked my Terror Sunders against them. Don't think I want Duress. Could bring in Hearse, but I think that's probably a bit too much. Already having 6 main deck ways of interacting with them, at least the graveyard, I think is probably enough. I like all my removal. Could maybe cut a Tracker, but Tracker seems decent. Probably just cut the Chariots, honestly. Also could bring in the 4th Liliana against them, but I think 3 is probably fine. They could sometimes overwhelm with elves that we can't really keep up with, and then she's not the best, so I think just going like that should be decent enough. But definitely on the draw, we're severely less likely to have a good win here, or easy win. So they kept 7, I think we have to mulligan this one, just no green mana. Do have double push, which is relevant, and if we do hit green mana, Scooz is like the best card we have in the matchup, but I think we have to mulligan this one. Okay, gonna keep. Not completely ideal. Especially against turn 1 Elf, which they do have. Okay, Decay is not bad of a draw. Thought sees them. Okay. So they have Kiora and Troll as plays next turn. I think I want to take the Troll. Maybe not. I feel like it's either the Troll or the Karn. Next turn, if we take Troll, next turn they get Kiora and Oath of Nissa. But we do have to Decay for Kiora, which is like makes me not want to take it here. It could just take the Karn, but I think that honestly I'm a bit more scared of the Troll here, so I'm going to take that. I've just been like I always get run over this card if I don't have an immediate answer for it. Not having like Scavenging Ooze or Scrap Gorger in the hand Makes me want to take it even more, right? But yeah, them being on the play with a start like this is it'll be difficult to keep up with them. Yeah, especially with the Rakdos. Oops, not the Oath of Nissa. We could take out the elf, actually. Let's think about that for a sec. I mean, they serve the same function with ramping them. They already have a Karn, which we'll probably just have to trophy. I think it's just a Kira pretty easily. Kira also represents a lot of value in the future. I wonder what they get here. Okay, just a land. So yeah, not too terrible, but kind of makes me think that they have a Cavalier in hand, which would be pretty bad. I feel like I'm just supposed to trophy this though. Do it in the draw step. I don't think we could take another hit from the Karn. Would have loved to draw on like Fatal Push there to get the elf to keep them off 5 mana. Actually, no, with the trophy they still have 5 mana, my bad. Now this opens up Storm the Festival though, unfortunately. Yeah, and I had it. Okay. Unfortunate, you know, without Extinction Events, this is, you know, them casting a card like this is pretty difficult to come back from for sure. Yeah, especially with those hits. Jeez. So they are on the Nicol Bolas plan. I think I'll probably just concede here. Not really gonna come back from that one, unfortunately. You know, I think I'm gonna bring in a Duress for a Bank Buster. I think I actually like that. Bank Buster's probably just a bit too slow. Honestly, could cut the Tracker too. I think Tracker's just a little more relevant. Maybe? I don't know. Sure, I'll go for that. Dress isn't like the most applicable, but seeing like Nicol Bolas makes me think they... Yeah, in Storm, Karn, Kiora, Wolf Willow Haven. I think that's probably decent enough. I haven't seen Mono Green Devotion in a long time though. That's why I don't really have as many sideboard cards against or for the matchup. But yeah, we still have decent game against them for sure. Like still have Terra Sunders, which are okay exiling, and then really like just the name of the game is to plant down a Scooz early on and then just have removal for like all their early threats. Preferably. Okay, well no Scooz. 2 lands, but a hand full of interaction, so I think I'm going to keep. If we do get to Invoke Despair is going to be really good against them. Just another reason why Invoke is nice to have around in the meta right now. You know, despite, like I said, Mono Green Devotion not being too prominent, but, you know, still has some collateral damage. Okay, Elf, Karn, Cavalier. So, we could take the... And we could just take an elf and then decay the other elf. Or we could take Cavalier, noting that we don't have like a Terror Sunder or a Scoos to deal with this like efficiently. And then just decay the elves as they play them out over the course of like the next 2 turns. Karn is also kind of a problem. But actually, with their mana being like this and just us having the removal for the elves, I think I'd just actually take Karn. I think that makes the most sense. Glissa. Glissa's okay if we draw land. Sweet, okay. So they could have 4 mana next turn. Do we play out Glissa or just kill the elf? I think it's probably right to just kill the elf. I think I do use my decay for it. Okay, there's a 3rd land, but nothing immediately, which is nice. Great time to cast Glissa. Now if they have a Karn, that's, not as good. Oh wow, and they're just missing lands. Okay, sweet. So our plan is going, or everything's going according to plan. I think I'm just gonna Thoughtseize first here, before combat. Well actually I could have waited to see my card off of Glissa. Ooh, Nissa Who Shakes the World is pretty scary. I mean, they're far away from casting all these spells, but I think the worst one for me was probably the Cavalier. So just take that. Even though we have the go for the throat for it, they just get too much value off of it. Both on ETB and when it dies. Another Glissa. Okay. Okay. There is land. If they just top deck lands, then we're gonna be in a little bit of a tough shape here. Definitely like having the Duresses in the deck though, with our situation right now. Okay, yeah, Blooming Marsh should pass, and now we actually have Invoke Despair for next turn, which actually plays really nicely into the Nissa. Ooh, they don't hit a land though. Okay, that was actually really good for us. If they had hit a land, then we would have been like decent, like not good, but decent at least. So actually, I will attack first in this case, just in case I draw into another discard spell. It will say if it's like a duress, then it will inform what I want to do with my Thoughtseize. Okay, just a 3rd Glissa, not doing much. Ooh, Sky Sovereign. Yeah, I think I have to take that one. We do have the extra Glissas, but I think just like attacking each turn is really what's going to keep us alive here. Oath of Nissa, okay. So that could find them a land. Finds them an elf. Perfect. Okay, we could deal with that. I suppose we can't invoke on this board state, but definitely just going to save that card. Yeah, we're just getting so much value off of Glissa. And they have 4, or I think Nicol Bolas is 5 mana, right? So it's actually kind of interesting for what I want to do here. It could destroy Oath of Nissa, or just draw a card. I think I just want to draw a card. Scrap Gorger, okay. I think I just play both these out. Again, land turns on their Nissa, but we do have Invoke, like I said. Now if they have a Cavalier or Old Girl Troll, then we have Scrap Gorgeous to deal with it. They have land, but it's a tap land, fortunately for us. Ooh, wow. And Liliana was a fantastic draw as well. Okay, perfect. So let's start by attacking. Have a lot of mana here, surprisingly. Now, like, I'm not really too scared of a Nicobola, so I think I'm just gonna draw a card. Okay. So let's play out Liliana, just plus away one of these extra Glissas, and then see what they put away. They put away the Nissa, interesting. Huh, I feel like it's a little greedy, right? That's kind of interesting. Wow. Well, we're really, really disrupted them well this game. And yeah, geez, just concede. Okay, well, it feels good to get the mono green deck down without even having sideboard cards like Extinction Event or Misery Shadow, or even like Leyline of the Void, right? Yeah, just the name of the game in this matchup is to disrupt them early on, like we had with the Decays, the Thought Seizes. We did draw pretty well, I would say. We did have a lot of help from Glissa, though, kind of acting just as a Dark Confidant, attacking every turn. But yeah, the Decay draws were sweet for their 2 elves, Thought Seizes for all their bigger stuff, and then we just had like loaded gun ready for whatever they had stored up for us. But yeah, we just disrupted them, and just disrupting their mana especially, and then working on their hand later on is kind of the name of the game. And yeah, see you guys for the next one. Okay, here we are for match number 2. Again, fortunate enough to be on the play with a little bit land heavy deck, or hand, but we'll keep this one for sure. Lands and spells is all that we can wish for. Ooh, wow. Opponent again, mulligan to 5. Just like match 1, which is great for us, even better for us, keeping in mind we have Thoughtseize and Liliana to disrupt their hand. I'll just start on a basic swamp, I think. Don't think it matters too much. Ah, okay, it's this deck. So this is Neoform Atraxa deck. They have a decent hand. I think it's just a pretty easy take of the Tassiger, though. They're trying to have Tassiger, like an early Tassiger or Hooting Mandrills to Neoform into Atraxa. So yeah, I'll just take Tassiger. I haven't seen the deck play Commune with the Gods, though, which is a bit new to me. They do have, I think they have Thoughtseize. Stubborn Denial, however, is one that we have to be aware of. Field of Ruin could actually be pretty good here. Not sure if they probably play some amount of basic, but we could definitely color screw them, or try to color screw them. Okay, go for the Founding. Okay, and then play the Commune. Sure, makes sense. So they get they choose no cards. Oh, interesting. So that makes me think they have 7 cards. I mean, they could have taken a card and still had, 6 cards to delve away. So not really sure why they didn't take a land. They could take a land, right? Oh, a creature or enchantment. Oh, okay. And they didn't take Atraxa. Wanted it in the graveyard. Okay, interesting. Well, anyways, I think we just go for Liliana plus, trying to think of what lands I want to play. I guess we could probably just plus away the Deathcap Glade. So, I'll keep the field in hands just for some like minimal amount of like information purposes. Liliana also really good just as an edict for whatever like creature they may have. It would be really lucky for them if they have a delve creature into Neoform. Oh, and they discard Neoform. Okay. How interesting. I don't think I need to activate Scrap Gorger right now, so I'm just going to pass. Well, they do have an Otherworldly Gaze, which, like, honestly, I'm kind of okay if they want to cast that. But I think it's probably still, like, correct to just exile it now. I don't think we really need this Scrap Gorger untapped on their turn. Okay, there's another Neoform gone. Just notable. It's a land. Oh, it looks like they found a Tasser here, though. Cool. So next turn they can Collective Brutality or Commune, Neoform. These push draws aren't the best. Actually, we could just exile whatever they want to play, right? And then I guess we can't really color screw them that much, so probably just wait if they have like a mana confluence. And then just field that, right? And then yeah, we could just keep up a Castle Lockthwain mana this turn. So they go for Commune. I will exile that. Grizzly Salvage. Okay, sure. Oh, what the? Soulflayer. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay. I was so I guess it's just like a combo, like Soulflayer plus Atraxa deck with Zatelpa as well. Wow, that's really fascinating. That's so cool. Stuff haste. No. So nothing in the graveyard right now that I would want to exile, like other than the Zatelpa. If they top deck another Soulflayer. But let's just go discard a Fatal Push, play out Tracker, and then even if they have a top deck Soulflayer, then we could still just Edict it, so I'll just pass. Well, actually, I can actually just attack here. I think we just have like a lot of control in this game, so I'm like not too worried. I think it'd be really difficult for them to come back from this. Okay, Striped Riverwinder. Very interesting. So yeah, just like a morph of Soulflayer and Neoform Atraxa with the Delve creatures. So kill my Tireless Tracker. I'm not sure why it says they want to look at my hand, but okay, yeah, it's weird. Fair enough. Besiege you. So I think like push isn't like ideal I mean, push or decay are like still like equally not ideal. This actually has a lot of keywords too, so I'll exile that. But I think decay is just like on average a little better. And I'll play out the Beseiju. I don't think we like really care about color screwing them here, or attempting to, so I'll just get some max value out of my Castle Lock Green. Okay, I concede. Cool. So that was really clean. We have Hearse. Liliana was good there. So the plus is pretty poor, I would imagine, but like the minus is just like so good, and we saw there is just pretty important. So I think I'm gonna keep it around, or add the fourth one, that is. I don't think I want Terror Sunder. Don't think I want Duress. They just have like a lot of creatures. Collective Brutality, probably not. Necromentia, you know, if they weren't on the, if they were all in on Soulflayer, then I'd bring this in, but given that they're not, I won't. Then I think I just could cut some pushes and maybe like a decay, or just all. I don't think they have any push targets, honestly, so maybe just a duress is better than it. Yeah, maybe decay is just like not good either. Invoke is a little slow, but I like it as an edict effect. This hits only their like founding third path. So maybe just want Terror Sunder as a catch-all. Also gets around Indestructible Soulflayer. Okay, I mean, I'll submit like this. You could definitely make an argument for like cutting some cards, but I didn't think there were like two other good choices here. Yeah, decent hands. The Hearses are nice. And yeah, Liliana's good against a early delve creature. Or not. Yeah, surely they name Liliana. Hearse is a bit worse than like Soul Guide Lantern, I would imagine, in this matchup. But still definitely welcome cards to have. Just drawing a land though. Pretty sure this deck plays Abrupt Decay post sideboard, which is good to note. Could just see like a, yeah, Grizzly Salvage. Oh, Hornet Queen, wow. They brought in, so this, I'm assuming this is a sideboard card. They choose Botanical Sanctum. Okay, and then I'll exile the Gaze and Atraxa. They don't play the Sanctum. It's a little weird. Not really drawing much. Again, Liliana is needled, so I'm just gonna do the second Hearse and hope that's enough. I mean, yeah, we have like both like Terror Sunder, Trophy, Decay to hit the needle, so I'm not like too worried about it at the moment, but obviously it would have been nice to cast my Liliana there. So I'm going to activate one now, one Hearse now, and then yeah, it was pretty clear that they had another play, so, or had a play, so I'm just going to leave up the other Hearse, and probably use it after this resolves, yep. Although I suppose they could just flash it back in response, so I'll actually pass at the moment. And maybe do like an upkeep stop. Okay. So they put Dark Slick Shores and Collective Brutality. Okay. So yeah, I guess I just take, probably doesn't matter too much, I'll just take the Founding and Neoform in case they have any like Delirium. I don't know. Looks like a Tassiger. Oh, a Soulflayer. Hexproof Soulflayer. Okay. Doesn't play out their lands. They do have this one, right? Yeah, we're just not drawing much. Man, this needle is really annoying. Whoops, not that one. This one. So like, they could still have a Neoform, which would kind of suck, but this isn't too much of a problem with our Shield Druid. And yeah, I think I'll just pass. Oh wow, they had it. Jeez, okay. Yeah, that's really good, especially because they have the needle. Okay, Collective Brutality, Founding Third Path. So they have these cards in hand. No Soulflayer. Okay. Sure. We still have a good amount of life draws. We have Invoke, Decay, Chair Sunder, Trophy. Go for the throat. They are... Oh, just make me lose 2, drain 2, okay. Oh, and? Are they looking at my hand? They are, okay. Sure. Discard Sanctum. Okay. So, I guess when it's on the stack it doesn't have the correct ones. Just have to look here. It's a little annoying. That's okay, though. So, really need to top deck something here. Hershes are nice, but not doing too much here, unfortunately. Come on, something good. Just another land. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I guess I'm willing to trade. Yeah, just Needle is really, really good right now. Guess I should have played my Overgrown Tomb there, actually. Two more Neoforms. Okay. So, I'm gonna exile right now because they have Tasker in hand. Maybe I should have done this on upkeep, or no, or maybe like after the trigger resolved. But I guess we didn't really have a chance, right? The hearses are getting big though. Okay, they're just gonna cast Tasker, sure. I think they played that one, right? Yeah. Okay. Chariot. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the hearses can trade for Atraxa. Or this one can. But I think it's still correct to attack with Shieldred, right? Well, I guess we could attack with both if we play Chariot, yeah. And this one's only a 6/6, so yeah, I'm not going to attack with that one. I mean, we have some game. They're going to take it. But yeah, just them gaining 8 a turn is a little good for them. A little too good for them. Upkeep Gaze. There is a Zetalpa. Flashes it back. Okay, so they put all these 3 in the graveyard. So I think they're maybe thinking about having Trophy to deal with one of our cards. But I will just exile Zetalpa and I guess Tasker as well. Again, in case of a Soulflayer. But actually if they... well... oh, wow, that was dumb of me. Jeez, yeah, totally didn't forgot about this card. So yeah, I should have exiled Zetalpa and Trophy, so now they could Trophy is Shieldred probably. We still have a decent amount of game with being able to attack. They do a hearse? Interesting. Okay. I guess they can't really do anything else because they don't have mana. So they're at 3. They go up to 11. Really sucks that Atraxa has Vigilance though. Definitely needs to top deck like removal spell. But yeah, that was kind of just really stupid. Ooh. Yeah, that's a removal spell. I mean, not as good as like a targeted removal spell, but still pretty decent. So this is an 8/8. Yep. So I guess let's think. We cast Invoke, they sack Tassiger, take 4, going down to 7. I mean, it's so hard to win with them being able to... well, no, because all of our attackers will be lethal. Or we'll be able to kill this in combat. So wait, can we? So they go down to 7, 4. Oh, maybe 1 life away actually from killing them. It sucks that we're exactly at 8 life as well. Well, I guess we could see what we draw off the invoke, actually. That may change things, or just make them a lot easier. Nope. Well, actually, no, we're at 12 now. Interesting. So now we can just attack with like everything. So they'll go up to 15. Can we attack with everything? I'm not sure. This is pretty close. Well, I guess we could only crew one thing, right? Yeah, okay, well, I guess that makes it a bit easy. And then, yeah, definitely not gonna attack with this cat token, right? Because here they block like the hearse probably, or shield druid. Yeah, they have to block. Well, I guess then, no. We have to attack here because if we attack with the cat token, then they, yeah, have an easy block of the cat token, and then they, yeah, okay. So really hope they don't just have like another like delve creature into Neoform. Make things a bit annoying. But we're hanging in there. We somehow played through an Atraxa without like drawing so many lands. So feeling pretty decent. The 2 hearses like did so much work though, just as creatures that could actually kill an Atraxa, which is insane. But yeah, this is extremely close. This is only game 2, right? Collective brutality, so escalated once. Okay. That's it. Wow. I was worried they were gonna have a Soulflayer there with discarding the Zatopa, but geez, okay. And a Glissa. Very nice. Well, I guess I play Glissa, attack with Hive, Shield Druid, and Chariot. Seems pretty decent to me. Okay, and they concede. So was that lethal? So 8. Yeah, it was exactly lethal. Wow. Wow. Okay, so really close match there. Really sweet deck from the opponent with the kind of a hybrid form of the Neoform Atraxa thing that's been floating around, plus Soulflayer, which is really sweet. But yeah, we didn't have any targeted discard, didn't have any actual targeted removal either, but the hearses, and especially that top deck of the Invoke Despair on that turn where we really needed it, played really crucial role. And even in this game where we drew, what, like 10 lands or something like that, we just like had a really nice showing here. Shield Druid, Chariot even played some roles of being able to crew the hearses while they're 8/8s. So yeah, really sweet. Hope you enjoyed, and see you for the next one. Alright, here we are for match number 3. Just played an insane match against that Neoform Atraxa Soulflayer deck, which is really sweet. So for 2-0, feels really good. The deck has just been feeling really sweet. Yeah, like we've been pretty lucky, I guess, with, well, we've had pretty fair variance, I'd say. Definitely being on the play helped those first 2 matches. But yeah, the deck has felt really good nonetheless. Very powerful. Okay, up against Gigantha, which could mean a variety of things. Sacrifice, vehicles, I guess like auras as well. I have a keepable hand. Nothing too interesting. Would have loved to see like early removal, especially against a Gigantha deck, but that's alright. Okay, yeah, looks like Sacrifice, which is definitely one of our not ideal matchups. Not sure that Sacrifice plays Thoughtseize though. Okay, they take our turn to play, which makes sense. Yeah, okay, Sacrifice. With no second land though. I should have played my Pathway there. Well, I guess it's not. That's fine. If they had access to 3 mana, I should have done that though. If they had a Mayhem Devil. So now we play the risky game of do they have Claim the Firstborn? If they do, we're like in really tough shape. Drawing Liliana honestly may just be the play here though. Liliana plus away Eklissa. Yeah, I guess so. If they kept a 1-lander, I feel like they do have like Claim. I don't know, maybe not. Discards a Fatal Push, okay. Okay, sure. Do you have an answer for that? So everything at Liliana? Yeah. Okay, I guess we will see, or make them discard that last card, and then excuse me, I think I'm just discarding a land, and I'm just gonna kill the devil. Yeah, I mean, Invoke Despair is nice, but like on this board state, probably not too necessary, and I'll probably just play Glissa next turn anyways, so I think this is fine. Okay, another Fatal Push. So I'll just do this main phase in case they draw like a Deadly Dispute. But Go for the Throat being a lot better than Power Word Kill. So I'm definitely glad I switched that up. So that was everything at Liliana, right? Okay, can Invoke Despair, but they could just like sack Unlucky Witness to like some actually good value, so I'm just gonna play Glissa. Yeah, Invoke is definitely not the best in this matchup, that's for sure. Same thing with the Liliana. I guess post sideboard we get Hearse's. Oh, come on. Seriously? They top deck that after we discard their hand with Liliana? Ugh. Hearse's and Rituals, it's mainly. Ah, man, that was so nasty. I keep 1 creature back. Oh, do they just not have a sacrifice outlet? Okay. I guess that's fair enough. Okay. So they have Gigantha in hand. So either we Thoughtseize away Gigantha or just invoke away. I think we just have to invoke here that Fable is going to be such a problem. Yeah, they get to cast Gigantha next turn with Goblin Shaman, but I think we just have to do this. Also drawing a card. Land. Okay, cool. I'll keep the Blooming Marsh for like a Tireless Tracker or Liana. And then, yeah, just holding back with the Glissa. Oven, and then they'll attack. And play with Gigantha. Sure. Other than that, though, they don't have too much gas. They have Unlucky Witness, but we kind of get to hold down our fort here just a bit. Ooh, wow. And Chariot was a really nice draw. I guess I still should have kept out that land, my bad. But yeah, Chariot was super good. And still just going to hold Glissa back. No need to give them unnecessary value with the Witness, and she's probably just better blocking Gigantha. Okay, gonna get value off the Witness. Okay, hit a Fable, which is very good. Would love to see removal spell off the top, though. So we can start attacking. That's not removal. So they didn't play a land. We could probably assume the card in their hand is a land, though. If we castle now, we'll have 3 mana left. I guess that still makes our... I think, yeah, we could just Thoughtseize here, and then could still cast like an Assassin's Trophy that we may draw into. So Kenzin, okay. Another castle, alright. Yep, I guess we just pass turn. Okay, cycle to Kenzin, or channel it, sure. Discards Blood Crypt. Plays a Hive, alright. That's kind of something to worry about. Yep, still can't really do much. Fatal Push was not bad. I think I'll still castle though. Scavenging Ooze. That's a good one. It's a really nice one actually. Yeah, I kept the push just because we may want to target the flipped Fable if we're able to get Revolt somehow. They don't use their Butcher's Oven Cat combo though, which I guess makes sense because we have Scoos. And they just drew another witches. Okay, gotcha. So with them having a food token and just the other oven, I'm just gonna untap here. Not eat anything with Scoos just yet. Okay, Overgrown Tomb. I'll probably just play tapped. No, we could play untapped. Yeah, then I guess I pass. Again, don't really have like that many good attacks with the cat around. Then I'll just leave up like 2 green mana here. And then yeah, I'll activate Castle as well. I guess I probably should have done this first. Siju's not bad. Before the Scoos activations. So this could hit the Reflection, which I think I'll probably just do. Otherwise it'd hit like an oven. I guess I could wait on it though. Okay. So I think I'll besiege you this now. Okay. Interesting. Plays a land. Really close game. Both of us can't really do anything, but the Scoos taking up is going to be at least something for them to deal with. They still have the live draw of Claim the Firstborn. Oh, they may attack with everything though here, which could be really good for us potentially. Yeah, and I actually want them to attack with the Hive, or because if I push the Hive now, then they probably would just want to attack with everything. But I think I definitely want them to attack with everything. So I'll just let this happen. Okay. Worst case scenario, they drew like a push, which I guess we'll find out in a second. They're exiling Glissa, so let's take that. Okay, move to blocks. Yeah, I don't think I'm activating Chariot there. I think this makes sense, and then push the Hive. Okay. Take 2. I guess before damage we could exile Jagantha. And then I'll keep 2 green mana open, I think. Do we want to draw a card? I think I'll probably wait on that. I think that's a little too risky. Fatal Push. So we could push the cat, and then, yeah, whenever they try to get it back, we could just scoose it. So I think that's the play. And then start attacking, actually. Yep. And yeah, I wonder what they have in hand. It's definitely not push, definitely not claim. I think it's just nothing. Okay, so right now, taking 14. I guess we could take out our Scrap Gorger. And then they have 3 iterations of getting this back, getting the cat back. So we have 4 green mana. We use 1 to get it back. They use a food token to get it back. Or use 1 to exile a food token to get it back. 2, another food token, 3, another food token, and then we have the 4th. So I think this works out exactly perfect. No other creatures in the graveyard, right? They have no other way of getting food, right? I don't think so. Oh, and they let it happen. Okay. Oh, and they gain 3. Okay, makes sense. Now they're not immediately dead. Sure. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, was not expecting to have this go. I think I'll just hold that. Have it go like this, I guess. Interesting. Now they need like a claim firstborn. No, just concede. Okay, cool. Well, getting game 1 against them is really important. We have Ritual of Stitch, which I think I want, and then some number of Terra Sunders maybe, and then hers for sure. We could start by cutting the Liliana's tracker. Like, keeping the 2 drops in, I think is correct, but still runs the risk of them getting claimed the firstborn, but I think it's still correct to keep them in. I like all of our 4 drops. Glissa is... Actually, Glissa may be pretty weak. Probably cut 1 or 2 of her, just against claim. And then maybe cut like 1 or 2 invokes. Pink Buster is fine, or maybe just the Terra Sunder. Like, Invoke isn't too ideal, but it hits Fable, which is actually really important. I think I'd rather want that over like the 3rd Terra Sunder, so I think that's okay. Yeah. So this is a really interesting hand. double invoke and 2 lands is not ideal, but we do have removal against Mayhem Devil and 2 hearses, which are really good. And we're on the draw, so I think I'm going to keep this. Definitely could go wrong, that's for sure. You know, and you could make the argument that Invoke is not the best in this matchup, so it's kind of like a mulligan to 6 already. But I still like my odds. Okay, so they probably take Decay. Yep. Blooming Marsh. Guess I could still just play the Glade. Unlucky Witness. Alright. Yeah, I'll play with Scrap Gorger. Like, I think it's worth the risk of it getting claimed and sacrificed. Okay. Just a Mayhem Devil. Just a Mayhem Devil. Yeah, because we do potentially have Invoke Despair next turn, which is, I guess, not the best with the Witness out, but I do like getting the Scrap Gorger to ramp in that case, just because we do have double Invoke. Which, you know, provides us a lot of card advantage, despite being, like, a little nonsensical. I think just play out 2 hearses. Do I want to keep 1 in hand to block, maybe? I think I just play out both. Don't think it matters that much. And yeah, if they don't kill the Scrap Gorger, we do have Invoke. They know about both Invokes, though. So if they have a way of dealing with this, they probably will. Fable. And a cat, okay. So we could kill Fable and a cat next turn. And they're left with 1 card in hand, which actually is pretty decent for us. Okay. I guess I could play this on green and Invoke. Still taking a lot of damage on the crackback, but definitely have to get rid of this Fable. Drew a Chariot, okay. Luckily they can't kill, oh, would they? Let's see what they hit. Another Mayhem Devil, okay. So maybe Invoke is not the best against Mayhem Devil. They could also just activate Den if they want to. No, too good to pass up. So we get hit for 6. They could put Giganta in hand. I think I'm probably just playing Chariot next turn. Ooh. Yeah, put us down to 5 with that treasure token sacrifice. I didn't see that one coming. I feel like if we Thoughtseize them, we're just dead, right? Go down to 3. Then we have 3 blockers. No, they could just activate Hive then. Yeah, so we have to not play that out, unfortunately. Would have been nice to get the Gigantha, but yeah, can't play that out. Okay. So they may not even attack now, honestly. Maybe just with the Shaman token to put us down to 3. No, okay. Because with the treasure token sacrifice, right? Can't activate Scrap Gorger with no cards in the graveyard, unfortunately. And yeah, looks like we just have to pass again. May have another stalemate. I think they're definitely advantaged in this one, though. Okay, take our Invoke. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to cast that. So probably should just cut it, maybe. I don't know, like, it was pretty decent. Even this game, getting the Fable. But yeah, probably not worthwhile. But then again, like, I don't really know what else I would want. I think I'm going to prioritize getting the Scrap Gorger up here. And then I'll get like a Hearse to a 5/5, this one to a 5/5 before I start bumping up the other one. Yep, don't want to draw those. I don't think they have anything in hand, so I think I'm just going to pass. Uh-oh, okay. Guess I'll crew here. Oh wait, it's untapped, but yeah, this is still correct. Okay, another attack with all, but this time without activating their main lands, which is kind of interesting. So I could start by doing this. And then, do I want to activate my Chariot? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think so. I need all the blockers. Attack like that, take 3, and then yeah, we did. Okay, I guess we'll make them see it. But yeah, they sack treasure token and then go down to 3, and then we take exactly 3. Okay, gotcha. Well played. I don't think there's a way we could have another blocker there, right? Yeah. Okay. So, I think I'm just going to do that. Collective Brutality could be interesting. Maybe it's just better than the Invoke here. Maybe I do want some Glisses back in. Meh. I don't think so. Sure, I'll bring in the Brutality. Actually, yeah, because they have Push, they have Thoughtseize, so I think Brutality is probably good enough. We are on the play, fortunately. Helps out a lot for sure. Yeah, It's a good hand, actually. Turn 1 Thoughtseize, then Decay for Devils. Feels really good. They keep 7 as well. Okay. So I think we just take the Claim the Firstborn. I think that makes sense. Ooh, Shieldred was nice. If we draw land, we could do turn 3 Shieldred. Force them to have a push. Or like a, what's it called? Like a Bloody Betrayal. The, claim the Firstborn for anything, right? Yeah. Just go second Scrap Gorger. Brutality doesn't really do much on this board state. And knowing what their hand is, I can just block. They don't have like a stomp, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright, there's a land. Can we play out the Shieldred? I think so. We get got by a second Harvester. Also just always dead to Fatal Push. Sucks against the steal effect, but I think we just go for it. Seems like our route to victory if we, have no other threats in hand, right? This may even prompt them to sacrifice their witness right now if they don't have an immediate answer. Or maybe just like on their main phase. After they draw, makes sense. Of Nixilis. Interesting, okay. And Acclaim the Firstborn and Thoughtseize. Okay. This is not terrible. Our Shieldred still stays alive, and we have decays for the 2 obs. So I'm not feeling like completely terrible. I would imagine they Thoughtseize us. But yeah, on the Claim. Okay. So if we don't draw land, this disallows us from double spelling. I'm just gonna lose 2 life here. They don't make mana though. Yep. Chariot. Okay, well. So this is -2 to make a token, right? Yeah. So we have a couple options. We could decay the ob next to this with 2 loyalty. We can brutality the Harvester in case they, if we're worried about them drawing another one. But they probably just ++ next turn. so I'm not too scared about the obs like immediately, so I think I could just brutality this. Also saving my decays for like a potential Mayhem Devil is probably worthwhile. Do I want to escalate this brutality? Probably not. If they drew a push, they would have played it last turn, and that's pretty much the only card we're worried about right now. And I guess we could attack first. They just jump block. I think no, because they could double block and then kill a shielder with the devil token die. So yeah, I'll just do this just for -2/-2 here. And then I will just attack the bigger ob. Yeah, I think they're pretty likely to block. Yep. Okay, not in terrible shape. Still have a healthy life total. Probably we're gonna take. Well, I guess without devil token we may not take 4 damage. So this is they gain life with it. Okay. So yeah, I'll just take 2. I think both these cards are worth keeping, and then yeah, take 2. Okay, cat. Just really trying to. Oh, another harvester. Wow. Okay. So I feel really good about killing the harvester last turn, and we have to decay this one. Would have loved to see land there, but yeah, we have to decay. Or no, because Shielder has 5 power. So I guess we just decay one of these Obnixiluses. This is close. Really awkward with 3 mana. I think we just decay one of these, right? I think that's pretty free. Yeah, because these are actually kind of like becoming somewhat of a threat. And then not going to attack, they could just block and sacrifice with the cat. Okay, I think I'm still losing 2. Could definitely discard Chariot, but I think it's fine as is. Oh no, they draw a push. Oh, they did. Oh. Well, now we're... Oh, man. That sucks. Now we're just like definitely losing this game, right? Oh, wow, so lucky at the top deck push. They already went through 1. Oh, man. That sucks, for sure. Okay, well. Oh, man, that sucks so much, man. We would have been in pretty decent shape without that. So I'll discard this Ritual of Soot. Decay the Harvester. Yeah, I guess the draw of Obnix this was really good as well, right? Man, that's so disappointing. Oh wow, and another Witch's Oven that's actually really good for them. Yep, I think we're dead here. Dang, really, really close game actually. Tough matchup for sure. It feels good that we actually like kept in it this much. Definitely wants to be siding out the Invokes just no matter what though. Despite it being good against like the Obs and the Fables, I think it's just too worse. Or yeah, just too bad of a card against their little creatures that just want to die anyways. But yeah, Scoos was just the name of the game in the first game. We saw how good that was, so definitely want to be on that plan. And yeah, see you guys for the next one. Alright, here we are for match number 4. Fortunate enough to be on the play with a, yeah, decent hand. Nothing too exciting, but definitely will keep this one. 2-1 so far, feeling pretty good with the deck, surprisingly. I have definitely been liking the power level of it for sure. Like Glissa, Liliana, Shieldred, Chariot, Invoke Despair. These are all just like extremely powerful, like X for 1 potential cards. I guess not Shieldred. It's just a little creature, but insanely powerful, right? So yeah, very nice. Here, I think I will lead on Blooming Marsh rather than a tapped Overgrown Tomb. Just because in the blind I like, just yeah, being in the blind I like having Fatal Push open, and then I like, because we have so many lands in hand, I don't mind just doing this. Okay, so probably up against Lotus Field. Field of Ruin is a nice draw in that case. Yep, so our life total doesn't really matter, so I'll just play out the Tomb and Scrap Gorger. So played against Lotus Field last league, and pretty sure we 2-0'd, or no, we 2-1 against them. Still pretty deterministically though. Yep, just Lotus Field. So they'll play Lotus Field next turn, so we don't have to have field up. So I think I'll just play. Well, Chariot is actually kind of tempting. Yeah, sure. I'll just play Chariot then, I guess. Don't get to draw next turn off the Glissa, but Chariot's a faster clock, and like with a hand that doesn't have Thoughtseize or Liliana, or even Shieldred, I think the name of the game is to just pressure them as much as possible. But yeah, we can disrupt a Thespian stage, which is very nice. And Impulse for sure. Okay, so pretty standard start from Lotus Field. Nothing too crazy with Arboreal Grazer, fortunately. And we're on the play, which is nice. But yeah, if this Fatal Push was like a Thoughtseize, then we would be feeling a lot more comfortable. But that's okay. Hive, okay. So we unfortunately don't have enough mana actually to go Field of Ruin and Glissa. So in that case, what do we want to be doing? Just, I think we still keep up Field. Just if they do have a stage, then it's really good. We kind of look a little weird or a little awkward if they don't have a stage and they have like multiple hidden strings or, you know, untappers. But I think it's probably correct to play out the field here, swing in for 4, and at least start amassing our cat tokens. Yeah. If they like already had a Thespian stage out, we would be able to field it, and then play Glissa, right? But Even in that case, they could still copy and response, so still not the line, unfortunately. Temple of Mystery. Okay, so a little bit punished, but that's okay. And a Grazer. Okay. Yep. Odawara. Okay, so no stage just yet. Because our life total does not matter, I'm just gonna activate Castle here at take 5. And don't mind it whatsoever, and then just push the Grazer so that we can attack more. Oh, perfect. I was just thinking about Shieldred. Yes, we could go Shieldred and Glissa, right? No. Just Shieldred. And then can't leave up field, unfortunately. But yeah, not seeing Thespian Stage last turn, I think we just go for Shieldred. Yep, I think that's pretty intuitive. And we can even attack with Scrap Gorger as a 3-3 this turn, which is nice. So we, yeah, actually attack for a lot of damage. Yeah, they're at 3 life. They go down to 1 on their draw step. Jeez, Shieldred is just such a powerhouse against Lotus Field for sure. So they have to combo without drawing any cards. So they need like Hidden Strings, exactly, plus Ultimatum. No, okay, they concede, sweet. Feels very good. And very nice that we got gain 1 because our post-board plan is really good against them. Get to bring in Duress, Necromentia, and the 4th Liliana, and we could even bring in Collective Brutality now, which is actually pretty sweet. Could take out the Invokes, could take out Decay, and Push, and then Hearse is probably on average better than like Tracker and the 3rd Push, if I had to imagine. They have cards like Baral, or some lists have Baral or Hope Tender, but we didn't see any of those, so I think just the 1 push is fine. And then, yeah, I like this game plan. Don't think Terra Sunder is necessary. But yeah, feeling pretty decent. Okay. On the draw, we could honestly keep this. I think I'm still supposed to mulligan. I mean, like, if we hit land, excuse me, then we'd be in really good shape. Worst case scenario, then we go back-to-back discard, which is still not bad. I think I'll mulligan. We have good mulligans. Well, this is not the best one. I think I'm supposed to put this back. Okay, gonna have to keep this one. I'll put back Scrap Gorger and land, I suppose. I feel like I always mulligan so deep against Lotus Field post board. Uh-oh, Grazer, that's really good. Okay, let's Duress. Okay. So they have Lotus Field. I guess we take Impulse. Yeah, pretty easy to take of Impulse and then just Duress the, or even Brutality the pour over the pages next turn. But yeah, I usually mulligan pretty aggressively in this matchup, just because we do have Necromentia, and we also have just a lot of discard, full 4 Lilianas, so, and Shieldred. So like the hand that we could have kept on 6 with like Shieldred and like Chariot, something like that, could have been like good in, you know, any other matchup, but definitely in a matchup like this, I just can't keep a hand with no hand disruption, I feel like. Scoos. Okay, I think I'm just still gonna go for Brutality over Duress, as it uses my mana most efficiently. And I like Besage enough to keep it in hand, so I'm just gonna peek at their hand. Dark Petition. Okay, well, yeah, just take the power of the pages. And currently can't really do much with this hand. Ooh, no, they draw Thespian Stage though. Oh, when we don't have Besage up. Wow, okay, that's really good for them. We can duress the Dark Petition though, which is good. And that's a great draw. Play Scoos. So if we hit a land, then we actually may not be in terrible shape next turn. Okay, just pass. Ah, no land. That's really unfortunate. And yeah, they have some pretty good draws. Any untappers, alright, especially Vizier. Sylvan Scrying is a little scary because now they could just hard cast an Ultimatum. I'm guessing, they get a Lair the Hydra? I thought they would get another Thespian Stage. Okay, sure. They want to bounce my Scoos. They do, okay. I guess I should have eaten something there. My bad, I should have eaten an instant. Or sorcery. Yeah, I guess Thoughtseize is not going to get any better, so cast it here. Lotus field in hand, alright. Yeah, I just really want to hit the 4th land for Shieldred. So they have 7 mana. Still can't, or yeah, they can't hard cast an Ultimatum just yet. Looks like they're just gonna fire up the Lair, which is honestly not bad of a plan. Yeah, it's a 5/5. Okay. Actually, it's pretty good, especially if, especially against Shieldred. Do draw removal for it, which is actually kind of relevant. Ooh, I should have taken this Grazer. I didn't even see it. My bad. Should have taken that. Sylvan Scrying, so it gets, I'm guessing, a Thespian Stage, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're about to activate Lair, but chose against it. And copy Thespian Stage, or copy Lotus Field. Yep, can't do anything about that. So now they could hard cast an Ultimatum. Yeah, so I should have done this on my main phase. So they should be 1 life lower. I guess I'll take a pour over the pages, probably the best card in the graveyard, in case they have a Leer. Unfortunately, they didn't go for the lair, as we had to go for the throat. Okay, there's 4th land though. So I do think we go for the Shield Druid, as it disrupts their combo the most, rather than the Chariot. But if they do have just the Ultimatum, then we are most likely dead, if I had to imagine. Already used the Odawara. Temple of Mystery, okay. Still have the 1 Lotus Field in hand, that's a scratch at the bottom. I feel like the other card is just kind of a do-nothing card. But we get hit for 8, which is definitely something. But with the go for the throat in the hand, yeah, I'm just going to take this damage. We get to attack them for a good amount, and then could kill the lair if they choose to activate it. Leon is kind of interesting. I think we just still have to leave up go for the throat and just attack. Get them down to 6, then to 4 after draw step. Yeah, I think so. And I don't think they play any counterspells or ways of interacting with this, so pretty sure this is free. Leaves up 2 mana to create. I'm not really sure what that could mean. Is that just a mistake? Yeah, okay. Oh, I guess exactly 7, sure. Okay. Okay, they concede. Sweet. Feels good to get the Lotus Field matchup out of the way. Yeah, I think we have a pretty decent matchup against them. Currently 2-0 against them with this build. Definitely the sideboard Lianas, Duresses, even the Collective Brutality actually is something against them, right? So yeah, definitely don't mind that. And I'll see you for match number 5. Stick with me. Alright, here we are for match number 5, playing for the 4-1. So we are on the play. Right. On the play? No, we're on the draw. Gotcha. Okay, I think I could keep this on the draw. Definitely need to draw into some lands. Shocked in Hallowed Fountain. Interesting. Okay, perfect draw. Could play into a Spell Pierce here, but go for the Thoughtseize. Oh, a Spectral Sailor. Okay. So, Blue-White Spirits. I think it's a pretty easy take of this Curious Obsession. Just one of like the problem cards for us. They have a Rattle Chains, Supreme Phantom. Okay. Abrupt Decay is also a pretty nice draw. I think I may take this time to just play out my Scoos. can alternatively kill one of these. Sure, I'll play with my scoos. Could make an argument to get the removal spells while they're tapped out so they don't have Rattle Chains up. But I think I just like getting out scoos. It's kind of like an investment for getting life in the future. Could be wrong though. Okay, let's see what they play out. There's a Sailor. Gonna play out the Rattle Chains. No. Probably smart. I think I will attempt to decay the Supreme Phantom right now. Or I guess start by pushing it, right? Yeah. So we don't get got by any counter spells now. Not ideal for sure, but this saves us some time. We only take 2 this turn. We get a creature in the graveyard for scoos. We get to be attacking them. Okay. Ooh, love that draw. Let's play land, attack. They're going to be at 11 here. And then I think I'm just killing the Rattle Chains. They could draw cards for the Sailors, which is pretty annoying, but if they had 1 Sailor, I would go after the Sailor, but given that they have 2, I'll just go after the Rattle Chains while they're tapped out. It was definitely nice to draw 2 decays for this this game, as it's just the premium removal spell in this matchup. Ooh, Shacklegeist is pretty decent for them. Seems like they may have a counterspell in hand. Okay, gonna attack us for 1, and they'll tap down the scoos. Draw another scoos, okay. Let's go to combat. I'm gonna be playing this Chariot. So, of course, it sucks if they have counterspell as their last card, but we do just have the backup one, so I feel pretty confident about just getting this out here. Okay, resolves, very nice. And then if they want to be holding up their untapped creatures to tap down our creatures, then, you know, that just means more time for us, basically. We'll also see how Collective Brutality fares in this matchup, as I did bring it in the sideboard for just this. Okay, so they're swinging in. I suppose that makes sense, leaving 1 blocker back to jump block the Chariot, I would assume. Okay. So I guess I am eating Rattle Chains, then crewing. And attacking for 8, so they'll take 4. Yeah, definitely like Scavenging Ooze in this matchup as well, over Misery Shadow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. Okay. So now are we just dead? They tap down Chariot, then we get hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Looks like it, unfortunately. Oops, I meant to attack there, but yeah, we're just dead. No creature in the graveyard. Well, pretty good draws from them. Can't really do much about that. we do get some pretty nice additions. Definitely bring in the rituals. Not quite sure how many dresses I would want. And then, of course, the brutality. And then maybe the 4th Liliana. From there, we can cut all the Thought Seizes. Tracker's a little slow. Same thing with Invoke Despair. How does this look? Yeah, I think Duress is a little awkward, but I'm not entirely sure how I like Thoughtseize, and usually when I am wanting to play my discard spells, I'm just looking to take permission, or like we saw last game, just taking the enchantments. Anything else? I guess the Bankbuster's a little awkward. I probably would want just the first Thoughtseize over that. And yeah. Chariot could be a little slow, but we saw there is just decent, so I think it's okay to have in. And it's not like we really have much either, much else to bring in. This is a really nice hand. Love having 2 push, opponent opens to 6, and then Glissa and Shielder, especially if we get to resolve it and untap with it. It's definitely great for this matchup. Wanderer, okay. So they kept 6. This is a perfect push target. Another push, very nice. So I think I'm just gonna not shock in here, just leave up 1 push. So they're representing a flash creature or a counterspell. I think I don't mind just running out Glissa either way. We do get punished if they have flash creature into Curious Obsession, but even on the crackback we could get rid of that with Glissa. Okay, just a Rattle Chains is fine. Okay, pass yet again. Do like drawing Duress here. Sweet. Okay, hit the land. Let's play that out, and Duress them. I'm not gonna run out the Shielder here. Or the Chariot, I think. With them having 3 open mana, it's pretty easy not to. Okay, so this makes everything with flash, right? Yes. So double Curious Obsession. Interesting, so I guess we have to take one of those. And then they'll likely just flash in their creatures here. So I guess we could have resolved the Shieldred. Shacklegeist. So let this resolve, and then just the Curious Obsession in hand. Yeah, I think I could just pass here. I'll push whatever they want to target with their Curious Obsession. Okay, so whenever they cast Obsession, I want to respond to it when it's on the stack, so that your better player on Geistlight Snare, they would still be able to play the snare here, but just to make good habits, want to do that. Another one, okay. So definitely fortunate to draw the 3 pushes here. Okay, and they just concede. Very nice. So pretty academic there. Yeah, I do think I still like the duresses. We are now on the draw. So discard spells get a little worse, but I think I still like the amount that I have. Could, however, well, yeah, I could have Chariots bring in the second Thoughtseize, just because I guess I did say discard spells are a bit weaker on the draw, but I think the 4-drop, especially the 4-drops that are not shielded, are even weaker than the discard spell. So I think I'm just gonna trim a Chariot. And yeah, sure, I'll actually bring the third one, have a 3-3 split of Duress and Thoughtseize, and see how that goes for us. So no removal, but this is a turn 3 shielded, so I'm gonna keep Thoughtseize as well. It's very nice. Okay, and no turn 1 play. Sweet. Oh, and a Ritual of Sit is actually really good. Okay. So, Geistlight Snare, Rattle Chain, Shacklegeist, Supreme Phantom. I think we just take the counterspell, leave them with 3 2-drops. Okay. And yeah, we may be able to get the turn 3 shielded here, which is very nice. Okay. Shacklegeist. No attacks. Was that a miss? Just a misclick? Oh, they just... Oh, okay. Very interesting. Sure. I guess let us make mana, get this out. Sure, yeah, I'll take that. It's pretty good for them. And a Thoughtseize. Okay, very nice. So that allows us to do something with this turn. Or I'll change another Supreme Phantom. So I'll just take the Supreme Phantom. Again, just allows us to have more time, resolve Shield Druid, or even the Ritual of Sit. I did bring in the Brutality, right? That would be embarrassing if I didn't. Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, I guess I am kind of up on the discard spells in this matchup. Okay, go down to 10, still have Rattle Change, and hopefully no Permission up. Okay. I think we just run out of Shield Druid. I mean, pretty annoying if it gets countered, but we just have 2 backup plans that are both really good. Perfect, okay. So we get hit for 7 next turn. Just, of course, not ideal, but I think we were supposed to do this, and I don't think we're really in a winning position if we run out the Ritual of Sit there. I think we need to get our advantage and then try to just resolve this next turn. Do get to play around Spell Pierce for what that's worth. Ooh. Okay, that's really good. So now we're down to 2 life. And they get a redraw. So really just banking on this Ritual of Sit to resolve. Or else we are dead. Okay. Don't like them just passing there. Do get to gain 2. And yeah. I guess I forgot to do my Scrap Gorger, but it doesn't matter. Leave the creature in for the Scoos potential. And cross your fingers. Guess I should have attacked first, technically. Yep, I was probably a bit too hasty. Phase out their Phantom. Okay. So that gets rid of the Curious Obsession, right? Then we attack. Or does it? It's still there. I hope it does. Oh no, it doesn't. Wow, that's really insane. Huh. Interesting. Well, that's good to know about. Now we're banking on a removal spell, or else we're dead, or like a Scavenging Ooze. Ooh, okay, removal. I suppose we do have the Hive as well for the potential win here. Attacking for 7 down to 1, then they're dead on their draw step. And yeah, drawing push actually makes that plan a lot more feasible if they have a flash blocker. Okay, gonna go for it. Man, Hive is just like so underrated in situations like this, I feel like. So they would need like a flash creature and a counter spell in hand, right? Okay. There's the flash creature. Do they have the counter spell or another flash creature? Oh, no, they don't. Okay. Sweet. Got the 4-1, and most importantly, we got that redemption match from last league when we lost against Blue-White Spirits, so definitely feels good, and I'll see you for the wrap-up. Okay, here we are post-league. We went 4-1. The deck has been feeling really good. That last match against Blue-White Spirits as kind of like the redemption match, as we lost against them last league. We made some very minor changes, I guess, bringing in Brutality for specifically that matchup. Unfortunately, did not get to see this card, but I think it's just really good in the matchup. So I do like having access to it, and just seeing the matchup again, is very nice and kind of confirms that my thinking that this is a good sideboard card to have access to. We did run pretty hot, which is, fair to say. So, variance was on our side for the most part, I would say, for this league. So keep that in mind. But the deck just feels really good. I like all the numbers. Tireless Tracker, still haven't really seen her, unfortunately, but that's all right. Still haven't really seen Bank Buster either. So those are kind of like the flex slots. Could honestly have more removal for matchups where we would want it. But yeah, we saw there just the discard spells against like Lotus Field. Even the Spirits matchup Duress was really vital. Ritual of Soot's still really good. Necromantia against Lotus Field. Just had a lot of nice diversity in the sideboard, so I'm really liking this here. Let me know your thoughts about what you would change about this deck list, what you may change about some of my play patterns. I think I do still like the Scoozes. They were pretty important in the Spirits matchup. Didn't see Grease Fang or Phoenix, but of course this card is really good against them as well. Scrap Gorgers is really good just as a ramp element, and then having the tangential access to interacting with the opponent's graveyard is very nice as well. And yeah, Shieldred just being a complete powerhouse, a stupid dumb card, is very nice to have access to as well. And I think I like the 3 Chariots. They're a little awkward for sure in matchups, like that Spirits matchup where it is a little slow, but just with the meta so diverse right now and a lot of decks trying to be grindy, Chariot is really nice. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Again, thank you all to the patrons very much. Thank you just if you're watching the videos, even if you're not subscribed, don't mind that. Just hope you can be entertained. Hope you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you for the next one. See you guys.